saw Anton Lundell out there. How's he holding up?
Getting better. We'll put him on the ice tomorrow morning. See, I mean, he's improving now. He's definitely on the uptrend. There's no more fever. This is all now kind of strength and energy. So, 24 hours we'll get him on the ice in the morning as possible. Johan Gadge was just not. He's kind of probably 3-4 days behind where Lundy was last week. Not feeling great either, but getting stronger. So we've had to go through a room. I don't mention it to you because I don't want the other team knowing I got 5 guys not feeling well, but I think other than Lundell and Gadge, which are on the right side of it, everybody else feels good.
You've got St. Louis coming in here. Yeah. Obviously, they've gone through some things this year, and they just went through something last night in Tampa Bay. You guys are coming off a long road trip, and we know how that first game can be. What do you try to get your team to do early tomorrow night?
Well, first, for them, we'll try to respect their speed. They've got a good team. They had 3 shorthanded goals in that first period. The score sometimes doesn't tell you the game. But first of all, we'll get some things that we're specifically working on with the Panthers right now that we want to continue to get better at, to build on, and then we just got to play as fast as we can. That's the challenge coming back, is the first 5-10 minutes getting your legs to the right amount of speed. The time zone change, we've been bouncing around a little bit here. We've got 18 road games in. That's a big number. I think there's 2 other teams in the league with it. So getting that, the physical part of it is never really the chance. It's the mental piece. You got to get back into playing hard hockey.
And like last year, you guys got you had a lot of home games second half of the season last year. You're going to have the same this year. You cool with that to get it out of the way?
And you can build your game on the road even if you don't win. That's what I felt. The last week that we had 2 and 3 is not where we want to be. We don't like that, except if you usually learn something in your losses. We had some themes there kind of in 3 of the games of what we're trying to get to our offensive game. Not just score more goals, but have it look consistently the same way, and then also utilize the kind of players that we have, the skill that we do have. So we think we're onto something. I'll let you know in 2 or 3 weeks if we're right, or you'll probably let me know whether we're right in about 2 or 3 weeks about our offensive game. But we think it's starting to come together.
Yeah, but you look at the shooting percentage. Do you pay attention to a lot of that stuff? Is there anything you can work on? I mean, because you guys have had the chances. You had a lot of chances around the net, but a lot of missed nets and stuff.
So our defensive numbers are top 3 or 4 in the league on almost all those metrics. Our offensive numbers actually haven't been. Early on, you're thinking, well, you got Bennett with 2 offensive defensemen. Now, some of it is we're trying to, I think we spent a year and a half trying to implement our defensive game, a style of defensive game, and I think we're in pretty good shape for that. There's nothing permanent in the NHL, so you constantly have to reinforce. But we want a style of offensive game that's also relatable to the playoffs, and we're working on that now, more so. We were one and done a lot, I felt, the first 30 games, especially going into those 2 that we got shut out. We'd get it in, and then it was coming right back out, or we would wait for an A chance and pass up a lot of B and C chances. So we're trying to get away from that style of offense a little more puck control. You may shoot a few less, you may find. I think because we do right things, we'll actually end up shooting more, but at the starting point, you may see the puck going to that slightly less. Shot blocks is a big thing to tell for us. So we had a big number in Calgary, but I've just felt a lot of that was 5 road games. We were a little behind getting the puck off. But it's a long-winded way to say we're trying to change a little bit of our offensive game, and it may take a little while for us to get that, but we'll be able to do it.
With Lundell is there are you anticipating any lineup changes tomorrow?
No, I've liked what Will Lockwood's done an awful lot, to the point that he's getting a real good look here now. Great speed. He's on the puck. He started, I think. He's come back into our lane. We started to notice Ryan Lomberg again. It's a while that we didn't. So there's something there. We're hoping that chemistry.
And Lockwood, we talked about him. Training camp kind of showed himself pretty well, right?
Put himself on the radar, so that if he was a call up, the coaches go, sure, let's bring him back in. And he was good down there. So he learns our systems. A player like that, because he's very fast and the role that we have him in, we've got to know exactly what we're supposed to do. And then once you know the systems and you're that fast, you look even faster, right? Your reads are quick and you're on the puck, and that's where I feel he's at. So he's going to get a look now.
There's a quick call up for Florida, maybe just for caution.
Yeah.
Him and Samoskevich in Charlotte, last maybe week or so, they really seem like they've adjusted a lot better. They're getting their feet under themselves and maybe learning the pro game a little more. Is that kind of what you guys wanted when you sent them down early in the season? Just to not bring them up here, but keep them in the AHL and let them really develop that pro game.
So you're right on with that. They're playing together, and they're starting to. They figured to get 30 games, figure out what a partnership like that looks like, and then the pro game. Sort was called it because he was the best guy down there, and he said we had two guys that we were with, and I just didn't want to go into the fifth row game and sort of forward again. We just couldn't do it. So both those guys have healed up. He didn't get a play, got some frequent flying miles on him. He was covering some distance, but for those guys, even not playing, it's recognition for the work that you've done, and it's good for them. So you're right. Sort of flies all the way and never gets to play, but Charlie's playing 20 minutes a night, and that's the whole idea.